What is up, guys? I recently made a video naming the top 5 heroes I think are the best for new players or beginners to play in Marvel Champions to learn how to play the game with. And Tony Stark Iron Man was one of the heroes that I recommended. But a few of you guys actually commented and you guys disagree with that recommendation, saying that the core set villains are a little bit too difficult for Iron Man to take on, especially in true solo. So that actually made me think about Iron Man as a hero, and I feel he's actually super underrated in the game of Marvel Champions. So I'm going to be doing a core set gauntlet here, taking on Expert Rhino, and then an Expert Klaw, and an Expert Ultron, back to back to back with Tony here, with the exact same deck, using only core set cards, and we'll see how this all goes here. I think it will go pretty well, just because I do think that Tony Stark is a pretty strong hero here. So let's set this aside, and we're going to go through our deck breakdown really quickly. So all the cards in this deck will only be from the core set. So if you have the core set, you'll have all the villains that we're using, all the encounter cards, and the heroes, and every single aspect card that we're using here as well. So for the allies, we just have Nick Fury, Mockingbird, Vision, Marie Hill, Hawkeye. Just every single ally that we can include in a leadership aspect. We are trying to build the strongest Iron deck that we possibly can with core set only cards. With 3 copies of the first aid here to heal our allies and to heal Tony Stark without flipping down. We have 3 copies of Make the Card here to help us recur our powerful allies. We have the Triskelion here to increase our ally limit. 1 copy of the Helicarrier, 2 copies of the Avengers Mansion, 3 copies of Haymaker to help us do some extra damage and some energy resource for the Repulsor Blast, 2 copies of Emergency, so when the villain schemes, we can reduce the amount of threat placed on a scheme by 1 to help us out with Rhino, and a little bit with Klaw and Ultron as well to help us flip down or stay in Alter Ego. And we also have the 3 basic doubles and the 2 power leaderships right here. So yeah, that is our really simple core set only leadership deck right here for Tony Stark. So let's go ahead and get Rhino set up, and we'll shuffle up our player deck. So for Rhino right here, the main scheme stage 1B. If it hits 7, then we lose the game, so we don't have that much breathing room here against Rhino. And he also has a 1-root effect to search the encounter deck and discard power for the break-in and take-in side scheme and reveal it. Then we shuffle up the encounter deck. So let's do our player deck first here. Alright, I think that is a pretty good shuffle. And then we're going to shuffle up, or let's look for the break-in, take-in side scheme here. And then we gotta put that out, and then we can shuffle up. Okay, so whenever you place additional 1 threat on here, and it's gonna be 2 initial threats, so a total of 3 with a hazard icon. So every single time that is in play during the encounter phase, when we do encounter cards, we have to do an extra encounter card, which is pretty tough in true solo. So we want to try to get rid of that on turn 1. That would be hopefully with an ally, right? All right, and then we are all shuffled up here for the encounter deck. And then for Iron Man here, one big thing with Iron Man is that he only has a hand size of 1 in his hero form, which is pretty bad. But you get +1 hand size for each tech upgrade you control, so we want to build out those tech upgrades as soon as possible to build our hand size. So we're going to be right up here. Let's put the 3 threat on the break and taken. We already got Rhino's 15 hit points set up on a stage 2 because we're doing expert mode. And then let's go and join Mulligans. We're going to drop to your hand size here 6 in Alter Ego, and let's see what we get. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oof, okay, so this is a pretty terrible hand right here. We did get 1 tech upgrade. The mansion here. I think we hold on to emergency just in case we were going to stay down. I think we can mulligan all this stuff though. There's no allies to grab, make the call, so I can toss it. Yeah, let's mulligan discard 4 cards here. I kind of want to keep the mansion if I get a double. I think it's fine. Let's mulligan discard 4 cards. We'll draw 4 more, back up to 6. I got a double, but I just play the Mark Fire Reactor instead. So draw back up to 6 here. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So this is a much better hand here with Maria Hill. Let me think here. Do I want to draw with Maria first, or just get Futurist down? Let's go ahead and, use Futurist again. Let's go ahead and use Futurist first. Actually, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. 1, 2, 3. Oh, snap, I got Nick Fury. Add 1 to your hand and discard the others. I feel like I gotta get Nick, right? Yeah, we gotta get Nick. Okay, so we're gonna add Nick here to our hand, and we'll discard these other cards right here. Okay, so if I have Nick, I can probably flip up. I guess we're not playing Mockingbird or the Emergency. So let's use 4 resources right here so we can play Nick Fury. Whenever Nick Fury enters play, choose 1. We're going to pick the one and draw 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so probably want to hold on to make the call. Let's use a double resource here so we can play Maria Hill. Whenever Maria Hill enters play, we can also draw 1 card. So let's draw a card here. Ooh, Stark Tower. I actually can't really do too much. I think I play Star Tower, grab the Mark 5 armor, and just play out the rocket boots, and we have pretty much no hand size actually. Um, in that case, is it better to get the Mark 5 armor down and hold on to this? We'll have a hand size of 2. I think I definitely got to flip up though. But since we have 2 as a block, we have a lot of pressure relief for us. We still want to make the call on the deck. The Stark Tower is nice. We have no tech upgrades, right? We didn't draw a lot. We only drew 2 of our mini tech upgrades for Tony. So I kind of want to get, if I get the Stark Tower out now, either way, I'm only getting 1 tech upgrade in play, so I think I just Stark Tower here. Yeah, let's use 2 resources right here, so we play Stark Tower. It's a 2-cost support. As an action, we exhaust this card, and then return the topmost tech upgrade in your discard pile to your hand, which will be the Mark 5 armor with the tech trait. Let's use as a resource to play our Rocket Boots. 1 cost tech upgrade, get +1 hit points, so we go from 9 to 10. And we can, as a hero action, exhaust the card and spend a mental resource to gain the air trait until the end of the phase. Not that useful right now. Let's flip up here because if Rhino gets an advance, we can lose, right? And then we are going to thwart for 2 from break and taken, drop it down to 1. We're going to have Nick Fury or Maria Hill will thwart for 2. Clear that off. She'll take a consequential damage. And then Nick will just, that will defeat the side scheme. And then Nick will just swing for 2 on Rhino. That'll bring it from 15 down to 13. And then Nick will take a consequential damage. Alright, that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we're draw up to our hands here of 1 plus 1 tech. There's only 2 cards here, so draw 1 more card, hold on to make the call. Alright, so we're not going to have much of a turn next turn. Rhino's turn, he's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us because we're in hero form. He's in with a base of 3. Nick Fury will defend. This will be the boost card. 3 plus 2, 5 damage. We'll take out Nick Fury here. Then Rhino will deal us 1 face down counter card, which is caught off guard. This card upgrade or support your control. So the Stark Tower or the Rocket Boots, I think we just toss the Rocket Boots and just grab it back here. Yeah, so we'll lose the Rocket Boots. So back to hands as a 1 now. Okay, and it's back over to our turn. Okay, so I think we have to take the risk and flip here. Let's exhaust, and we're going to thwart for 2 from the main. Okay, Rhino will add 1. He will scheme with a base of 1, get a boost. Hopefully the boost is low, and then if he pulls an advance, he still needs a high boost there as well. So we have to take the risk here and flip down to Alter Ego. And then we're going to go ahead and do I Futurist or do I Rocket Boots? Let's Futurist first. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. 1, 2, 3. 1 to your hand, the other ones get discarded. Let's add the Mark 5 helmet to our hand. We discard these 2. Then we exhaust the Stark Tower to get the topmost tech upgrade, which is the Rocket Boots. Add that to our hand as well. Then we can use a resource here to play our Rocket Boots back. I forgot, guys. When we lose the Rocket Boots, we should have lost 1 hit point. Now we just play it back down so we get the hit point back, so we're still at 10. So nothing will change. And we use the resource here to play our Mark 5 helmet as well. So we got 2 tech upgrades in play now. All right, that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Draw back up to 6 and back over to Rhino here. And there's some more tech cards for us. Okay, so it is Rhino's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. We did not get the emergency though, which was, I was kind of hoping that we'd get into it. Yeah, we didn't get it there. He's going to scheme because we're an Alter Ego with a base of just 1. Boost card here is going to be 2, so he's scheming for a total of 3. So the main goes up to 4. All right, here's where it gets scary. Hopefully he doesn't get an advance. False alarm. You're confused. If you are confused, this card gets searched. Okay, that's fine. So we just get confused here. And then we are fine. So that's going to end the encounter phase and it's backwards our turn. And hopefully we can live after that one. All right, I think we just go ahead and start tower here to grab the Mark 5 armor. Considering make the call for Nick Fury, but I think I'd rather get Maria Hill here actually. Let's Futurist first. So we're going to look at the top 3 cards of your deck. 1, 2, 3. We add 1 to your hand. We don't want any of these cards. Let's just get a first 8. Discard these 2. Maria Hill will thwart for 2 from the main. Draw down 2. She'll take constant damage and then get defeated. Then we're going to play Make the Call. Pay for any cost of ally in your discard pile. That's going to be Maria Hill. 2 costs. It's the double resource and paying for leadership cards. So we can get Maria Hill into play here from discard. Whenever she enters play, we can draw a card. So drawing a card here. Okay, we got another tech card. Okay, so I think we're good here in building out our suit. So how do we want to do this? We can play this, and we could just play our Mark 5 armor with the Stark Tower. Yeah, and then we're built out basically to hand as a 5 in here form. Let's exhaust Stark Tower. After you action, search your discard pile for the topmost tech trait or tech card, which is going to be the Mark 5 armor. Add that to your hand. then let me think here. If I go for the rocket boots, then we can't play vision anyway, so it's fine. Let's use 3 resources right here, so we can play our Mark 5 armor. You get plus 6 hit points, so we go from 10 up to 16 now. And then we're going to use 2 resources here. Play our power gauntlets, 2 cost upgrade. We can exhaust it to a D1 damage enemy. If we have the air trait, it does 2 instead of just 1. So we have this readied up. Alright, let's flip up to hero form. We're still readied up. We're going to exhaust the Mark 5 helmet. Hero action, don't remove 1 threat from a scheme. We're confused, so it just pops our confused instead. Then we're going to exhaust and Thor for 2 to clear off the main. And then we'll exhaust the gauntlet to do 1 damage to Rhino, bringing it from 13 down to 12. And that will end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we'll draw back up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now. So a decent hand size for Tony now. Alright, still no arc reactor, but it's in the bottom of our deck. Rhino's turn, he's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us. Maria Hill forgot to activate, so maybe I don't block with her. Let's see here. We'll have made the calls to get her. I think we just take the hit to the face here. He's hitting with a base of 3. Let's take the hit. We have 16 life. There's the boost, 1, so 4 damage on Tony. Brings from 16 down to 12. Then Rhino will deal with an encounter card, which is charge. Attach to Rhino whenever he attacks against overkill, and it's plus 3 attack. At the end of the attack, discard charge. So next hit is going to hurt a lot from Rhino. Alright, so back over to our turn here. We could play the Helicarrier. And then I could just Helicarrier and then get the Supersonic Punch out. Or I could play Hawkeye down. If I Helicarrier and Supersonic Punch, I don't have aerial anyway, so probably Hawkeye is going to be the better play. Let's go ahead and Mark 5 helmet to clear threat off the main there. So he's going to hit us, and it's going to hurt a little bit. It's overkill, so we could have Maria Hill block. Let's think here. If I play the Helicarrier, I kind of have a dud turn. I could just play Hawkeye for 3, just to get our ally out in case we get some minions. Yeah, let's use 3 resources here. We're going to play Hawkeye. He comes in play with 4 arrow counters. After minion enters play, we're going to remove an arrow counter to do 2 damage to that minion. So just having him out, I think, would be good for us. And then we're going to hold on to double in our hand. Let's go ahead and swing for 1. Power Gauntlet would do another 1. 2 damage on Rhino. Brings from 12 down to 10. And then I think that's it there. Yeah, we're not going to do anything with Maria here. Okay, we're going to end our turn. Let's right back up. And we'll draw back up to 5 still. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay, there are our stuff. We're going to deck out. Good dealt with face on counter. And we got pepper pots here. So I'm feeling good if we can survive this. I'll shuffle up. And back over to Rhino's turn here. So we could always block with Hawkeye if it gets really dire. But I have 12 life, so I think I can take this big charge hit right now. At max, it would do 9 damage to me, drop me down to 3 life, which is a little bit rough. Okay, so we're all shuffled up. Hand size of 5 with our tech cards, and then it is Rhino's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He attacks us. We're going to take the hit to the face, hit him with a base of 6 and overkill. Boost to 0 there. Okay, so just 6 damage. Brings us from 12 down to 6. And then we discard this at the end of the attack, so no longer having that overkill. Then we can deal an encounter card for a total of 2. First one is Hydra Bomber. Whenever you either take 2 damage or place it on the main, let's place it on the main. And he has 2 life. Hawkeye can remove an air count, do 2 damage whenever the minion enters play, defeating the Hydra Bomber right away. Last encounter card is Sandman, another minion here with toughness. We're going to remove an arrow counter from Hawkeye to knock off the tough. So he loses tough here. And Hawkeye drops down to 2 arrow counters. Alright, and then it's back over to our turn. Okay, so definitely want to get pepper pots here. And it should generate a double for us. So this will be 3 resources right here. So we can play pepper pots. She's a 3 cost support. When exhausted, generate the resource of the top card of your discard pile. So she's going to be ready up. Let's exhaust her. We're going to generate double resource right here with the Mentos because it's a top card of our discard pile. So we can play our Arc Reactor right here. It's a 2 cost upgrade. We can exhaust this card to ready up Iron Man. So that's going to be pretty powerful. Okay, let's see what we want to do here. So this guy's 4 life. We can do 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we just do that. Yeah, so Iron Man's going to swing for 1 on Sandman. Power Gauntlets will do 1 damage. Then we'll ready up with the Arc Reactor and then swing for another 1 for a total of 3. and Maria Hill will swing for, actually, Hawkeye will swing for another 1, so it's 4 damage, defeating Sandman here. Hawkeye will take a consequential damage. Then Maria Hill is going to Thor for 2, clear off the main, she'll take a consequential damage. And then we don't need to use our Thorian, that's going to end our turn. Let's stay up in hero form, let's right back up. We don't need to flip down for the extra risk if we don't have to. And we'll drop back up to, now our hand size is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I mean, yeah, because we have 5 tech upgrades plus their 1, so we draw into 6 here. And our max is going to be 7 once we get 6 tech upgrades in play. So our hand size is now 6. Alright, and the first 8 is going to heal us up while we're in hero form. Rhino's turn, he's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us. Let's block with Maria Hill. He's in with a base of 3. Boost card here is 2, so 5 damage, takes out Maria. Then in counter card is hard to keep down. Rhino heals 4. If no damage to heal, he'll gain surge. He can heal 4, so he'll go from 10 back up to 14. So almost near his max of 15 there. But now we're all built out with Iron Man, and we're ready to put on some damage here. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do? Probably want to play this, and then I think I first aid and I go airborne. So yeah, let's use 2 resources here, so we can play another power gauntlets. So one will be right up as well. We are going to, we'll probably mess that up. That's fine. Let's go ahead and go aerial by exhausting the rocket boots and then spending a mental resource right here. So now, wait. Let's do it a little bit differently. We're going to use, we're going to play first aid. So we're going to use this as a resource, so we can play first aid. Action, heal 2 damage from any character. We're going to heal 2 from Tony. That'll bring us from 6 back up to 8. Okay, now we're going to exhaust the rocket boots here. We need a mental resource to go airborne. Pepper Pots can generate the top card of our discard pile, which is a mental. So now we are airborne. So now we're airborne. When we exhaust this, we take 1/3 off each scheme. There's only a main scheme anyways. Clears that off. And then each of our power guns would do 2 damage instead of just 1. So it's going to be a total of 4 now on Rhino. Brings us from 14 back down to 10. We will swing for 1. Brings it down to 9. Exhaust the arc reactor to ready Tony back up. Swing for another 1. Brings it down to 8. And then Hawkeye is going to exhaust, swing for 1, brings it down to 7. Hawkeye will take consequential damage because we're just going to block your Hawkeye. That's going to end our turn. Let's right back up. Alright, and then now we're going to draw back up to our hand sets of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 now. So we're fully built out with Tony with our hand sets of 7 in hero form. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so Rhino's turn is that. Going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us with a base of 3. Hawkeye will block. This will be the boost. 3, so 6 damage, takes out Hawkeye. He loses his last 2 arrow counters with that. Then we can dealt a face down counter card, which is Stampede. In hero form, Rhino attacks you if a character is damaged by the attack, the character is stunned. Okay, so Rhino's going to attack us. We're going to take to the face, hit him with a base of 3, boost is 2, 5 damage, which does damage us. So we drop down 3 life, and we're also stunned now. Okay, so it's back over to our turn. Let's go ahead and use the power gauntlets. It's a hero action attack, deals a damage. That would just remove our stun instead, so we can get rid of that. Then, let's see here. Do we have a Nick to make the call? Or just Maria Hill? We just have Maria Hill here, but I think we still want to play her. Let's go ahead and probably want to use a double though. How do I get the double so I can Pepper Pots this? If I do War Machine, or do I go for Vision here? They're both not my favorite odds to play. If I play War Machine, I think we just go for War Machine. Or do I want to flip down to get some healing off with the emergency? I think if we hold on to emergency, we should actually be good to flip. So let's think here. Let's go ahead and use this so we can clear off the main. And then we're going to make the call from Maria. No, we don't do that. We need to use, when to play War Machine, then we can make the call for Maria Hill. Okay, so 4 resources here, so we can play War Machine. Then we're going to make the call. Pay per cost of an discard pile. Maria Hill is 2 costs. Exhaust Pepper Pots to generate the double that's on top of our discard pile. And that will get us Maria Hill into play for 2 costs. Whenever Marijo enters play, we can draw a card. Ooh, we got into another double. We don't need it though. Okay, let's think here. So I hold on to the emergency. Definitely just first aid myself here, I think. Or we could just go airborne. I think I want to get some life up. Let's use double to play the first aid. Heal 2 from Iron Man, brings us from 3 back up to 5. If Rhino gets more attacks on us, we want to be able to not die instantly. Okay, so we're not going airborne this turn. So Power Guns will do 1 damage to Rhino, brings down 6. We're going to swing for 1, brings down to 5. Exhaust the Arc Reactor's hero action to ready back up. War Machine will swing for 2, brings down to 3. And a War Machine will take a consequence damage. Then we're going to flip down to Arc Eagle. Let's exhaust the heal by a recovery stat of 3, brings it 5 back up to 8. Alright, that's going to end our turn. Let's right back up. So we want to flip him next turn here. Then we'll draw back up to our hands of 6 in Arc Eagle. I don't think we're going to future this turn. Let's just keep our stuff in our hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Round's turn, he's going to add a 1 to the main. He's going to scheme his way an Arc Eagle with a base of 1. Gets a boost card here of 1. So he's scheming for 2. So the main will go up to 3. I think we just allow it. That's fine. We just hold on to the Mercy. Then we get a face on counter card, which is Stampede. And after Eagle, this card gains Surge into Shocker. When reviewed, do 1 damage to each hero. We're not in hero form, so there's no heroes in play to do damage for this when reviewed. Okay, and it's back over to our turn. Alright, so I think we just try to kill Shocker here. And then we try to put some damage in Rhino. Let's go ahead and Futurist. So top 3 cards of your deck. 1 to your hand, discard that one. So let's add a Nick Fury to your hand and discard these 2. Okay, oh yeah, Marijo didn't activate again. Okay. So let's think how I want to do this here. I want to double with Pepper, but we don't have a double. So I think here, I don't need to Rocket Boots. I want to Supersonic Punch and play Nick. So we'll do 4 resources right here. So we can actually order play Mockingbird. Mockingbird I think is better here actually. I don't want to accelerate. If I do that with the Rocket Boots, I can play Supersonic. Yeah, we'll just do this cleanly. So let's exhaust to heal by 3 first. So go from 8 back up to 11. And then we can flip up to hero form. So now we're pretty safe. I forgot to ready this. It should be ready up. Then we'll use 3 resources here. So we play Mockingbird. Whenever she enters play, stun enemy. So let's stun Rhino here. Okay. Then what are we doing next? Mockingbird's going to be ready up. Your War Machine will exhaust and swing for 2 on Shocker. And the War Machine will take a consequential damage. We're going to exhaust a Power Gauntlet, deals 1 damage, will defeat Shocker. Okay, and Rhino was stunned. Okay, then we are going to exhaust the Rocket Boots, spend a mental resource in Nick Fury, so we're airborne now. Then we are going to, since we're airborne, the Power Gauntlets will do 2 damage instead of just 1 on Rhino, bring us from 3 down to 1. We can exhaust our Arc Reactor to ready Iron Man back up. Let's use a Mark 5 Helmet to remove 1 threat from every single scheme, clears off the main. Let's have Mockingbird swing for 1 on Rhino, brings him from 1 down to 0. Mockingbird will take a consequential damage, and then that will also flip Rhino to his 3rd and final stage here. He has toughness, and then his 1 reviewed is to stun each hero. So we're going to get stunned here as Tony. Okay, let's go ahead and attack to remove this stun. And then Marijo is going to swing for 1, knock off the tough around. This goes up to 3. He needs a scheme for 4. Oof, he could scheme for 4. I think it's fine. We'll knock out the tough here. Marijo will take a consequential damage. And then we're going to use Pepper Potts to generate the top card of this card pile, which is a mental resource. This will be a second resource here to play Supersonic Punch. We are airborne now, so it does 4 damage, but 8 if we have the aero trait, which we do have. So 8 damage to the new Rhino without his tough. He has 16 life here. So 8 damage brings it from 16. We knocked the tough with Marijo, so we have to bring it from 16 down to 8. Right, and that will end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we'll draw back up to our hand size of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we're maxed out here. We've got the under Supersonic Punch, so we should have to kill here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 1 card in the deck. Rhino's turn, he's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us, but he is stunned. Activation does not go through. We get an encounter card, which is, oh, in advance, he's going to scheme with a base of 1. Boost card here is 1. So he schemes for 2, main goes up to 5. Yeah, I know we saw the under fire already, so I was a little bit more or less hesitant to just allow him to do that. All right, and it's back over to our turn. Super easy. We're just going to use 2 resources here to play. Wait, we got to go airborne. Rocket Boots, exhaust, spend a mental resource. And then we can use 2 resources here to play a supersonic punch, which would do 8 more damage to Rhino, bringing him all the way down to 0. And then we can also, do a bunch of damage with our power gauntlets, Iron Man, War Machine, Reheal, and Mockingbird there. So yeah, okay, that was super quick Rhino game here. Let's go ahead and move on to Klaw now. All right, guys, so we are all set up here for Klaw now. And then, yeah, for the main skin setup, it says to search the encounter deck for the defense network side skin, which you have right here. And we shuffle the encounter deck and advance to stage 1B. Klaw's when reviewed is to search for the Immortal Klaw side skin right here. So defense network has a crisis, 2 initial threat, when review, place 1 threat on there, so it's gonna have a total of 3. This one comes in with 3 with an acceleration, so both the side skins will just have 3 threat right there. And we're shuffling up our player deck. Let's advance the main scheme to stage 1B here. And then we're going to put the 3 threat on both of these side schemes. Right there. And then 3 on this one here as well. Alright. Let's shuffle up. Alright. And then we're going to shuffle up the encounter deck here. And we're going to do the one review to discard from the encounter deck until we get a minion. And I put that minion into play engage with the first player. So just shuffling up until we get a minion right now. Alright, and we're just going to mill until we get a minion, which will be an armored guard here. 0 scheme 1 attack has guard, so we cannot attack Klaw while he's in play, and he also has toughness. Alright, we'll be right up here as Tony. I think that is it for setup. So let's go ahead and drop to our hands as here 6 and do our mulligans. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oof, okay. No tech upgrades. Let's go into the mansion in case we get nothing. And we'll mulligan 5 cards here and draw 5 more. 2. Okay, we got a Nick, so that's kind of our saving hand there. Ooh, if we can get a double with Futurist, that would be really good. So this is our hand. Let's go ahead and use Futurist and get started. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 to your hand, discard the others. Double resource, double resource. Not the double I'm looking for. We'll get the power gauntlets to our hand and discard these 2. Okay, so in this situation, gotta play Nick. For sure that can go. Now I have to toss one of these cards here. Oof, I like all of them. Let's do the gauntlets. We'll do 4 resources right here, so we can play Nick Fury. When Nick Fury enters play, choose one. Repair the one I draw 3. 1, 2, 3, and then Nick will come in right up here. Dang, I play Pepper, and I just play Rocket Boots. Yeah, we'll use 3 resources right here, so we can play Pepper Pots. 3 cost support. As an action, we exhaust her to generate the top card, the resources there of our discard pile. So exhaust her, their top card is going to be a mental resource here, so we can play a Rocket Boots. You get +1 hit point, so we go from 9 up to 10. Alright, and that will be ready up. Alright, let's flip up here to hero form. And then Nick will throw for 2 from the Immortal Klaw. He will take a consequential damage. We're going to throw for 2 and clear off the Immortal Klaw here. So get rid of the side scheme with acceleration. We can leave the cross in play because there's no threat on the main right now for us to remove anyways. Alright, that is going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we'll draw back up to our hands here. Just 1, 2, because we don't have 1 tech upgrade in play. So not the best. But we got Maria Hill, so we can play another card here. Or we can play her, I mean. It is Klaw's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us. Nick Fury will exhaust to defend the attack. He's in with a base of 1. He has a force and draw where he gets additional boost card for each attack. So he gets 2 boost cards here attacking Nick. It's going to be 1 and then boost effects, but the weapons runner in play engage with you. So just 1 + 1, 2 damage on Nick Fury, takes him out. And then weapons runner was put into play, so he actually won't surge, he just comes into play. Alright, now both minions will hit us for 1, 2, brings us from 10 down to 8. And we're going to get dealt 1 face down encounter card, which is business problems. You may flip to alter ego, and we can exhaust ourselves. Let's go ahead and do that to remove this card from the game. So it's gone. Alright, since we're in Arch Eagle, let's futurists here. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. 1, 2, 3. Add 1 to your hand, discard the other 2. I kind of want to go for the Arc Reactor here. If I do that, and let's say I play Maria, she draws me a card. I can pair pots, right? No, I can't, unless I get a double. Dang it. We'll get the Arc Reactor, though. That's too good to throw away here. So I let you hand discard these other 2. Where are our doubles, guys? Let's go ahead and Maria here, I think. Yeah, we'll exhaust Pepper, generate the top card of the discard pile, which is a physical resource. This will be a resource to play Maria Hill. Whenever she enters play, we draw a card into a double. Oh, not the right double, guys. Not the right double. Alright, she'll be right up here. We're going to flip back up to hero form. We are exhausted. And then Maria is going to throw for 2 from Defense Network. She'll take a consequential damage. And that'll end our turn here. Oh, this is rough. Let's ready back up. Let's discard. We have hands of 2, so this is it. We either choose and discard 1, or we just keep this. I think we just keep this. That's fine. We're not gonna have a good hand anyways. I need to play the Arc Reactor, and we just let the main scheme go. Okay, Klaw's turn. He's gonna add 1 to the main. Goes up to 2. He's gonna attack us. We'll have Maria Hill block the attack. Hit him with a base of 1, 2 boost cards. If this activation deals damage to you, exhaust here. It doesn't do damage to us. It does it to Maria Hill. The boost is to do 1 damage to each hero. So 1 on Iron Man brings us down to 7. Okay, so just one damage actually on Maria Hill. Claw's not swinging for a lot right now. That'll take out Maria. Then both minions will hit us for 1 each. 2 more damage brings us all the way down to 5 here. So we are dropping down. Then we get dealt 1 face down counter card, which is Master of Evil. Whenever you discard from the encounter until you get a Master of Evil minion, put it into play, engage with the first player. So 3 threat on there with acceleration. Ooh, that's not great. And we get a Master of Evil minion here, right? We just mill. Okay, got him right away. Tiger Shark. 1 scheme 3 attack. After he attacks, give him a tough stats card. Alright, back over to our turn here. We're going to exhaust Pepper. Generates the top card of this card, which is 1 mental resource. This would be a double, or this would be another 1 resource for a non-leadership card to play the Arc Reactor. So now we can exhaust this card to ready up Iron Man. So we've got our key card at least. Let's go ahead and... Oof, tough call. I think I get rid of the Master of Evil, actually. Or we could try to hold on to the main. Yeah, why don't we try that? We'll throw for 2, clear off the Crisis. So now we can remove threat from the main scheme. We'll exhaust the Arc Reactor to ready back up. Let's throw for 2, clear off the main here. Alright, then we're going to flip down to Arch Eagle. And I don't think we futurist. Let's just enter turn. Let's ready back up. We should be getting to some doubles now, and hopefully they make the call as well. Drawing back up to 6. There's a make the call. There's a double. Okay. Alright. It is Klaw's turn. He's going to add 2 to main with acceleration. I feel like we're going to lose this. He's going to scheme with the base of 2. Who's card here? Of 2. Yeah, we lost the main. Okay, so he's scheming for 4. This will hit 6. It's going to advance now. So when reviewed here for stage 1, 2A, discard until you get a minion, and then put it in play engage the first player. So we're going to mill until we get a minion. Nice to see that advance go at least. Nice to see the under fire go. Okay, we got Radioactive Man. After he attacks, you discard 1 card from hand. If he doesn't attack, he doesn't do that effect. Okay, so we'll advance here. Okay, now all the minions will scheme. There's 0 initial threat, but it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 0. So just 3 threat going to the main here. Alright. And then we get 1 encounter card, which is Masters of Mayhem. Each Masters of Evil minion, so these 2, attacks the hero it's engaged with. We're not in hero form, so it won't attack us actually. If no attacks are made, search the encounter and discard power for a Masters of Evil minion, put it in play, engage with you. We get another minion now. We're getting swarmed with minions. Let's get Whirlwind, who was a boost effect somewhere. Alright, and it's back over to our turn. Alright guys, let's see. Alright, let's just see what we got going on here. For sure we're gonna futurist here. So we'll look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Add 1 to your hand, discard the other ones. Let's get the armor. I kind of want to get the Star Tower, but we need to deal with minions right now. It's the issue. So let's get the Mark 5 helmet here. And we'll discard these 2. Okay. Then we want to make the call Nick. Oh, we need to just hope that we get another double with Nick, because when I play Mythic Call, it will be the top card of our discard pile. So hope we get another double with Pepper. Yeah, I just gotta hope. Okay, we're gonna do Mythic Call here. Pay the penalty cost of an ally in your discard pile. So we'll do Nick Fury. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4 resources right here. So we can play Nick Fury. Then, whenever Nick enters play, we can choose one, but Mythic Call resolve after we pay for it, so it ends on the top of our discard pile. Nick's gonna do the one to draw 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got some doubles there. So that's pretty good. Then we Mythic Call Maria Hill as well here, and just try to get it all the way set up. So let's play Mythic Call again. Pay the cost here of Maria Hill. Too late for Hawkeye, right? Yeah, let's get Maria Hill here. So we need a double resource right here to get Maria into play. Whenever Maria Hill enters play, we can draw a card. Okay, that helps out a little bit. Maria and Nick will be readied up. Okay, what's the mins I need to take care of? Tiger Shark? Ooh, Tiger Shark hits for 3, so probably him. Let's clean this up a little bit. Oh, now I can't see their stats. Okay, but Tiger Shark, I think, is the one to go. And then this guy hits for 1, this guy hits for 2. So we want a Supersonic Punch. I think Tiger Shark. Let's think here. We use a double to play the gauntlets. We go. I don't. Oh, we have to go airborne, don't we? Yeah, we do. So we rocket boots to go airborne. Then we use a double to play gauntlets. Then we pepper to play a supersonic punch. Yeah. Okay. And then do I heal? I think I have to. Yeah. Let's exhaust heal by 3. Bring us from 5 back up to 8. All right. We're gonna flip up here to hero form. Let's exhaust the Archaeology right back up. We're going to use a power rocket boots here, exhaust it, spend a mental resource right here. So now we're airborne. Okay. Then we're going to use a double resource here so we can play the power gauntlets. 2 cost upgrade. We can exhaust and do 1 damage to enemy. It does 2 because we are airborne now. Well, let's go and do Pepper first. So we exhaust her. Generates the top card of our discard pile, the resources, which is a double. So we can play Supersonic Punch. Here, I should attack, do 4 damage to enemy. We have the aerial trait with the rocket boost, so it's going to do 8. We're going to hit Tiger Shark here. So he has 3 attacks. So that would defeat him with 8 damage there. So he's gone. He never attacked us. Yes, he never got tough. Alright, so we just have 4 minions now. They're going to hit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's pretty rough. What do we do here? Can we take someone out? I think we for sure take out the weapons runner. And then if we swing 1, 2, 3, 4. If I knock out the tough, we can do 1, 2, 3. We can take out these 2 guys here. Then we take 3 damage. Maria will thwart. I think that's a play. Okay, Maria is going to thwart for 2 from the main. She will take a consequential damage. We're gonna swing for 1 on. Oh wait, I miscalculated that. That's not how that works. Yeah, we can't knock out this man. That's fine. The Paragons would do 2 damage. That would defeat the weapons runner because we are aerial. We have the aerial trait. Just get rid of him. Okay. Then I think we just defeat that side scheme then at this point. Yeah, let's do Nick Fury with Thor for 2. Iron Man with Thor for 1. We'll clear off the Masters of Evil here. And then Nick will take a consequential damage. So let's get rid of this separation. Alright, and then that's going to end our turn. Let's write it back up. And our hand size now is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So drawing. There. Okay. And then it is Klaw's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us. Nick will block 2 boost cards for Klaw. Exhaust each ally you control. And 1. So exhausting Maria Hill. And just 2 damage takes out. Exhaust each ally you control. Yeah. Takes out Nick Fury here. Alright. Then each main will hit us. So Armor Guard hits us first. We take a damage. Shot down 7. He hits for 2. Brings us down to 5. Do 1 damage to each other hero. We're the only hero. He's going to hit us for 1. So we drop down to 4. Force response after he attacks. His card ran from your hand. What do we have in our hand? Don't remember. Ooh, we want the helmet to not go away, right? Mythic Call here is actually really good too. Actually, Mythic Call is not that good anymore because I can't play Nick. Lose a card random is Haymaker. Okay, then we get dealt 1 face down counter card here. which is an assault. The villain's going to attack you if we're in hero form. So Klaw hits us here. Maria is exhausted already. Yikes, we just have to defend. Yeah, same with a base of 1, 2 boost cards, 0, and 2. So it's going to be doing 3 damage. We block out 1, so we just take 2. Okay, brings us down to 2 life. And back over to our turn. Alright, so we just barely lived that one. Let's Arc Reactor to ready back up. He schemes for 0, I can leave him. These guys both scheme for 1, which isn't terrible here. If I make the call, we can't make the call on Maria Hill because she's exhausted here, so I can't even have her thwart. We couldn't make the call Mockingbird, or we could just go Airborne here. And then I think we just go Airborne, actually. Deals 2 damage to Whirlwind. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and exhaust the Rocket Boots. Spend a mental resource here. So now we're Airborne. Pepper Pots will generate the top card discard, which is a mental resource, so we can play our Mark 5 helmet. We can exhaust the helmet to remove 1 threat from each scheme because we're Airborne. Drops that down. Then we can exhaust the Gauntlets. It's going to do 2 damage to enemy. We're going to hit Whirlwind for 2 here. And then we're going to flip down to Alter Ego and exhaust to heal by 3. Brings from 2 back up to 5 here. Alright, that's going to end our turn. So we're going to ready back up. I think we're actually okay to flip because we got rid of both advances there because the encounter deck is pretty thin and we've seen both advances. So I actually don't want to play Skeleton. What's the last card in my deck? I don't know. Let's not do it. Okay, so we're ready up. We're going to discard this card and we'll draw back up to our hands as a 6 and Alter Ego. We're going to deck out based on encounter card. Yeah, Supersonic Punch I think I'd rather keep here to get rid of Radioactive Man. So if he doesn't scheme out, I think we're good to go. I don't think he will. Because Klaw, I don't think he has a Alter Ego scheme card other than the advance, and we've seen both already. So I think we have a 100% chance of living during this turn right here. Next turn we'll kill Radioactive Man, try to make a push to kill Whirlwind, and Armor Guard should be fine there. Alright, and then drawing up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, the mate cost, we keep getting them way too early. Okay, Klaw's turn, he's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to scheme because we're an Alter Ego with a base of 2. Gets a boost here. Boost effects to put the weapons runner in play and engage with you. So no boost icons, but we get another minion. So now they all scheme for 0, 1, 2. Wait, sorry. Klaw schemes for 2. So main goes up to 4 here. Okay, then all the minions will scheme for 1, 2, 3. So main goes 4 plus 3 is 7. So we lived. Then we can dealt 1 face on encounter card. We have 2 encounter cards here. Sound Manipulation, Klaw heals 4. If no damage was healed, he gains Surge. He's at full life. He's not going to heal, so it's going to Surge, unfortunately. Sound Body, Klaw gains Retaliate 1. It's here, actually spend 1 of each resource type to get rid of that card. Last encounter card is Shadow the Pastor. So we get our Nemesis. Where's our Nemesis, guys? It's over here. Alright, so we get Whiplash, Retaliate 1, and we're going to put this stuff into play. So I do want to say, I know the game got super close right here. I think that we were extremely, extremely lucky with the encounter cards. Not just the encounter cards, but I mean the player cards with how our deck shuffled up here. So even with like one of the worst possible things here, we still survived here with Iron Man. Yeah, so, and I think we got the game in the bag now after we survived that flip down. But we still have a little bit of a road to get over here with the Shadow of the Past. So this will be PlayStation 1 player down here, so it's going to have 4 total threat and acceleration. Still too many minions here and 7th threat on there. Okay, it is back over to our turn now. Alright, so first we're going to Futurist. Top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 to the hand. Let's get the Gauntlets here. And we'll discard these 2. Then we're going to have Maria Hill thwart. Let's thwart for 2 from here. That's always going to be a good call. Should take constant damage and then get knocked out. We're going to play the make the call here. Play printed cost of an ally in your discard pile. So we'll do 2 resources here to get Maria Hill back into play. When she enters play, draw a card. Man, we're just not getting the doubles here. Should be ready up. Okay. If I play Mockingbird. I mean, play the Power Gauntlets. I can't Supersonic Punch here. Dang it. If I play, yeah, we just don't have the economy to do what I want because I want to go Airborne as well. I think what I actually do is just play Mockingbird then, and then we don't go Airborne. Let's see, we have to take out Whiplash. He's 4. So we play Mockingbird, we swing for 1, Power Gauntlets for 1. Yikes, that is rough. We're just way too many minions. If I don't play Mockingbird, then Maria Hill will block. So I could just Power Gauntlets and then play the Supersonic Punch the old-fashioned way. No, I mean, I might as well go Airborne though, right? There's no point in doing it like that. Okay, we'll do 2 resources here to play the Power Gauntlets. Wait, do we have any more mentals? Oh, I have mental here. Let's exhaust the heal by 3. Brings us from 5 up to 8. Then we'll flip up to hero form here. We're going to exhaust the arc reactor to ready back up. Okay. Then we're going to use the rocket boots here. Spend a mental resource, exhaust pepper pot to generate the mental here with make the call. So we're now airborne. Okay, now that we're airborne, I think I tossed the supersonic punch, unfortunately. We'll use 2 resources here so we can play the Power Gauntlets. So now we have 2 of the gauntlets down and we're airborne, so each one will do 2 damage. So we'll exhaust both, 4 damage, taking out Whiplash. I think it's a play, because he swings for 3. We do take 1 retaliate though, for one of the gauntlet pings. So we drop down 7. Okay, back down to just 4 minions. Then we'll do Iron Man and Maria. Let's use a Marfa helmet. It takes 1 threat off each scheme. Drops this one down to 3 and drops this one down to 4. Okay, then 4 and 3. I think I take out a minion here. The Thor from Maria though is useful to not take down a minion, but it's tough to say. That's fine. We'll just take the damage from the minions. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maria Hill blocks. Oof. Okay, we're gonna just thwart for 2. We'll do Maria Thwart for 2. We'll clear off the side scheme actually. Let's defeat that. Maria Hill takes a consequential damage. This is gone. Alright, that ends our turn. Let's ready back up here. Okay, we're holding on this, draw back up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now in hero form. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so Klaw's turn is going to add 1 to the main, it goes up to 5. He is going to attack us. We're going to block with Maria, hit with a base of 1, 2 boost cards. Oh man. If it's making an undefended attack, choosing this card up where you control, it is defended, and then just 2 boost icons. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3 damage, takes out Maria Hill, and she is defending, so we don't have to do anything else with that. Alright, now all the minions will hit us. So whenever this guy hits us, we have this card rain from our hand. So let's do radioactive man effect here. And no one else has an effect that does anything, because Whirlwind just resolves against each other hero, and we're playing True Soul, so there's no other hero here. So random card from our hand with radioactive man. It's gonna be make the call. Oof. Okay, we have Nick at least. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brings us from 7 down to 2. Alright, key encounter card here is an armor guard, another minion here. I'll put the threat there. Oops. And then we have an armor guard here with toughness. Alright, back over to our turn here. Alright, well, at least this time we can Nick Fury. Oh man, do I gotta spend this to play Nick? That's unfortunate. Let me think here. I have to do Nick first to draw though, right? That's the unfortunate thing. If I toss Supersonic Punch. Okay, I guess Mockingbird and Nick kind of counter each other out. So I could just Mockingbird for the stun. And then go Airborne, Supersonic Punch. Get rid of Radioactive Man finally. Then we take out Whirlwind. We have Klaw stunned. We try to do some thwarting and some minion control here. Yeah, that would have to be the play. We'll take out Radioactive Man. Whirlwind. Okay, alright, let's do that. So we're going to exhaust the Mark 5 helmet. Or sorry, the rocket boots. and mental resource to clear the while he's doing mental. So now we are airborne. All right, so we're officially airborne. Then we're going to use 3 resources here, so we can play Mockingbird. Understand, just play stun enemy. Let's go ahead and stun Klaw here. All right, then we're going to exhaust Pepper. We're airborne. Double resource right here on top of the Scarpa to play Supersonic Punch. It does 8 damage. That will defeat the radioactive main here finally. So we got rid of him. Alright, we are airborne, so if we do this, it would do 4 damage, taking out Whirlwind. I think we leave the Weapons Runner because I don't want to get him back into the deck cycle where he'll surge again. And then, let's see, I'm going to Thor for 2 from the main, Mockingbird Thors for 1, exhaust the Arc Reactor to ready up Tony. No, okay, let's not do that. Let's just do, we're going to Thor for 1, 2, 3, 4. So drops the main from 5 down to 1. I think I want to get a recovery off. Mockingbird take a consequent damage. Exhaust the Arc Reactor to ready back up. Flip down to Alter Ego. Exhaust the Hue 3. Brings from 2 back up to 5. Okay, I think we're good here. Minions only scheming for 1. Klaw was schemed though, but I know we should be fine. Let's ready back up. We still have the Green Wind to flip down because those advances aren't back in the encounter deck. Let's drop back up to 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I guess we can play a Mansion. The War Machine is actually going to be really good right here. Okay, it is Klaw, so he's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to scheme with a base of 2. Boost card is going to be 0. So he schemes for 2. All the minions only scheme for 1 because they have 0 scheme. So 1, 2, 3. The main goes back up to 5. Then we get dealt a face down counter card, which is Illegal Arms Factory. Place 1 additional threat on here with 3 initial ones. So it's going to be 4 and a hazard. All right. And then back over to our turn. So let's Futurist, top 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. I guess we get Vision. No, I don't think we're going to play any of them actually. Okay, so we got Vision. Let's exhaust heal by 3. Brings from 5 back up to 8. So now we got some decent life on us. Any other Alter Ego action? If I play the Mansion, I draw a card. I use the double and emergency and the card to play War Machine. Then I have this here. I don't think we need to play Mansion here actually. We just go for War Machine and Vision and just get more value right now. Yeah, we need to do more board control. Let's flip up here to hero form. We're going to use 4 resources right here so we can play War Machine. Okay. War Machine has an ability. We can exhaust him. Let's go and do that. Do 2 damage to him. So 2 damage on War Machine and do 1 damage to each enemy. So it's not gonna take retaliate from War Machine because it's not an attack. So 1 damage on Klaw brings him down 17. Then 1 damage to each of the minions, knocks off both the Tufts, and a 1 damage to this Weapons Runner right here. All right. Let's do Mockingbird. We'll swing for 1 and take out the Weapons Runner. I don't think we're gonna worry about him coming back to shuffle now because I think we just have enough control now. Mockingbird will take consequent damage. Now we just have 2 armored guards for some ping damage against us. We're going to exhaust Pepper Pot to generate the top card of the script out, the double here. This would be another double when playing for leisure cards, so we can play Vision here. Let's move everything up over a little bit. All right, so now we got Vision in play. Okay, then let's go Airborne. Exhaust the Rocket Boots, spend a mental resource in the Avengers Mansion. So now we have Aerial. When we do that, we can exhaust more 5 armor, takes 1/3 off of each scheme. So this drops down to 4. And then this drops down to 3. All right. Then let's see here. I want to take out both these guys and I want to clear some threat off. We can do, let's exhaust the Arc Reactor to ready up Tony. We need to use Vision's ability here, spend an energy resource, I mean. So we get +2 to either Thor or attack. Let's choose Thor. So now Vision's going to Thor for 3, clear off the Legal Arms Factory. He'll take a consequential damage, and this side's going to defeat it, so no hazard now. All right. Then we're going to do double Power Gauntlets. It's going to do 4 damage, defeats an armored guard. and then Tony will throw for 2 in the main. Alright, so we weren't able to clear off the last armor guard, but I think that's fine. That's gonna end our turn. Let's ready back up. And then we'll draw back up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. Okay. And we got the Mark 5 armor, so I just want to play that down to really increase our life. Okay, it is Claw's turn. He's gonna add 1 to the main. He attacks us, but he's stunned. Thanks to Mockingbird, so activation won't go through. Then we get dealt 1 face down encounter card. Or, sorry, the minion hits for 1. We draw from 8 down to 7. Now we get the encounter card. Sound Manipulation. In hero form, take 2 damage, Claw will heal 2. So he goes back up to full life of 18. We're going to take 2, drop down to 5. Alright. Alright, back over to our turn. We're going to deck out here no matter what, right? 5 cards left in the deck. Yeah, we're decking out. I don't think I need to make the call here then. We could just play the first and get some healing done. We can play this. We could also recur Mockingbird to get in our stun. Okay, let's go ahead and go aerial first, I think. So we exhaust the rocket boots, spend a mental resource. Oof. I don't want to use the first aid. I like to make the call as well. Let's use the make the call then. So it's a mental resource. So now we have the aerial trait. Okay, then we have the aerial trait. Both of these would do 2 damage each with the gauntlets. So we'll take out the armor guard here. So no more minions now. Then we could just play the Mark 5 armor, play a first aid. Let's try to cycle through Mockingbird, I think. Yeah, we'll use Pepper Potts to generate a mental resource right here. So we can play first aid. We're going to heal 2 from Tony. It's from 5 back up to 7. Then we're going to use 3 resources here. So we can play our Mark 5 armor. We get plus 6 hit points. So we go from 7 up to 13 now. Okay, then we're going to throw for 2. Drop the main down to 1. Exhaust the arc reactor to ready back up. How many cards are left in here? 2 cards left in here. So we deck out. He'll get this, and he could pull an advance. Okay, so we can't flip down here. I was thinking about flipping down one more time, but we shuffle up into an advance. That will be bad. So we'll just do mocking. No, we just have our block. That's fine. Let's exhaust this to remove 1 threat from here, and that will end our turn. Let's ready back up. Or, yeah, we're not going to swing. Let's just ready back up. I don't want to take retaliate here, and I want Mockingbird to block. So we're drawing back up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 now. Our max hand size. We're fully built out. We deck out. Get dealt a face down encounter card. Shuffle this card power back into the deck. Alright, so should be smooth sailing here. A little bit of a rougher start there. I think just some unfortunate encounter cards, but should be able to burst Klaw down now. Alright, so we want 7 cards in hand. 5, 6, 7. Okay. Klaw's turn, he's going to add 1 to the main. Then he is going to attack us. Mockingbird will block. 2 boost cards, so he gets 1 boost here. He's going to deck out. So a permanent leverage token to the main scheme. We're going to shuffle up the encounter discard power here back into the encounter deck. And give Klaw 1 more boost for his attack. A little bit of a ramp turn for him. Just because of the because we're decking out, so we get 2 encounter cards here. Alright, so 2 boost cards. Mockingbird is defending. Here's the boost. 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. Takes out Mockingbird. Alright, then we get an encounter card for a total of 2. First one is Electric Whip Attack. Deal 1 damage to a hero for each upgrade control, or choose this card upgrade control. So we're going to discard 1 because we have, let's see what we have. Did we draw the other? We did not draw the other rocket boots here. I could start Tower to grab it back. Oh man, this card was an upgrade you control. These are all upgrades anyways. Let's toss the Mark 5 helmet here. I think Airborne is kind of important for us right now. Alright, then we got 1 more encounter card, which is the Armor Guard. Okay, so I'm glad we got rid of him to get him back. He has toughness. Alright guys, back over to our turn. Let's try to do some things here. We'll go Airborne first, I think. So exhaust the rocket boots, mental resource. So now we're airborne. We're going to use a double resource here to play the start tower. I'll be readied up. We're going to swing for 1 on the armor guard, knock off the tough. Then we're going to exhaust both gauntlets, 4 damage, takes them out. Okay. Then we're going to, I don't have that. So let's pepper pots. We'll generate a double resource right here. To play supersonic punch, we're airborne, so it's going to do 8 instead of just 4. That'll bring Klaw from 18 down to 10. I think I want to get a move on here. Then we're going to use a resource. Let's play the Triskelion actually. We use the resource here to play Triskelion, so now we have a limit of 4 instead of just 3. And then we will exhaust the arc reactor to ready back up. Lure for 2, clear off the main, and then pass. Holding on to first 8 and drawing back up to 7 here. Wait, is it 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're only 6 actually because we lost 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 cards. Okay, Klaw's turn. He adds 2 to main with the acceleration. He attacks us. We're going to block here with War Machine. Base of 1, 2 boost cards. Discard card right from your hand. So actually, wait, War Machine lives the attack because there's only 1 damage here. But the boost effect with Radioactivate is lose a random card here, which is going to be the Mercy. Okay, so yeah, no boost icons. Just 1 damage, so War Machine lives another day. Okay, then we get dealt 1 face down counter card, which is Master Mayhem. Each Masters of Evil minion attacks. If you're not engaged with one, then we search the encounter and discard power for Master Evil and put it in play. Do I want Radioactivate? He has too much life. We're not gonna get him. We'll look through here for another one. I'm gonna get Whiplash out before we do Ultron. We can do Tiger Shark actually. So after he attacks, give him a tough stats card. So we get our Master Evil minion right now. Alright, let's shuffle up the encounter deck. And then that will end the encounter phase here. Right? Yeah, okay, so it's back over to our turn. Alright, let's try to do some things here. Man, we have all mentals here. I need to get rid of the Retaliate, and I want to go airborne. Do I just play Nick and try to refresh our hand here? That could be a play. I think we just do it. We'll do 4 resources here. Let's play Nick Fury. Pick the one and draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Here we ready up. Ah man, I think I just, if I place, yeah, we just go for damage actually. We will Rocket Boots mental, so we gain the aerial trait now. And then now that we have the aerial trait, this will do 4. Vision will swim for another 2 for a total of 6. Defeats Tiger Shark. Vision takes a consequential damage. We're gonna Thor for 2, clear off the main. Nick will swing for 2 on Klaw, brings from 10 down to 8. He will take a Retaliate and then a consequential damage, so 2 damage for Nick Fury. We're going to use a double here to play Supersonic Punch. It's going to do 8 damage because we have the aerial trait. That will bring Klaw from 8 down to 0. Flipping him over to his third and final stage. He has toughness, and he's going to have 22 life there. Toughness. And he has Retaliate with this. So we're going to take a Retaliate, drop down to 12. Alright, let's exhaust the arc reactor. Ready back up. I think we just take Retaliate. We'll swing for 1, knock off his tough. Take another Retaliate, drop down to 11. And that will end our turn. Let's ready back up here. Yeah, well, I did not discard the Rocket Boots because we did not get the other one anytime soon. Let's drop back up to 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 cards here. Alright. Klaw's turn. He adds 2 to the main. He attacks. Nick blocks. 2 boost cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. He takes out Nick Fury. Then we get 1 face down counter card. Master plan, place 4 on each side scheme. If there are no side schemes, we discard from the counter until we get a side scheme, and then we reveal it. So defense network here with the crisis again. So 2 initial threat plus 1, so it's going to be 3. All right, and then back over to our turn. All right, we could play Hawkeye. That might be a good play actually. I'm thinking, is it too late for the helicarrier? I don't know. Let's go ahead and thwart for 2 from defense network. Exhaust the arc reactor, so we can ready back up. We'll do 3 resources here. Because the power leadership is a double and paying for a leadership card. Let's just get Hawkeye down. He'll come in with his 4 arrow counters, and he'll be readied up. He is going to thwart for 1, clear off the defense network here. Then Iron Man will thwart for 2, clear off the main. Then what else we got here? Let's go ahead and rocket boots. Pepper pots will generate the water declared to be a mental, so we're airborne. These would do. Wait, do we have the energy? We don't. We're gonna do 4 damage here to Klaw. There's from 22 down to 18. We'll take 2 retaliate. So we drop from 11 down to 9. I think I'm just gonna ignore the silence on body and just take the retaliate here. Because at this point we don't have our big attack event. We just go for it. And then I want a repulsor blast here. Yeah, let's use a helicarrier as a resource to play repulsor blast. Here, actually attack, deal 1 damage to enemy. Discard top 5 cards of your deck. For each printed energy, we can do 2 additional damage. So top 5 cards here is 1 energy. So we're going to do 3 damage on Klaw. It's from 18 down to 15. We'll take a retaliate, drop down to 8. All right, and that will end our turn. Yeah, let's right back up here. We lost the other rocket boots, unfortunately. I think we just slowly go for the kill here with the power gauntlets. I forgot, Hawkeye should take a consequence damage. Okay, let's draw back up. Do we deck out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on to this. 2, 3, 4. Ah, yeah, we decked out there. Okay, so we get another face on counter card. This actually is not great. We want to, if I can get Vision to swing twice, he can do what? 8 damage? We can get that up to 12 with our gauntlets. 14, and Hawkeye finishes off. Yeah, we might be able to get the kill here. It'll be a lot of retaliate, but at least we'll be able to pull it off without a supersonic punch, so we don't have to wait 1 more turn. So 5, we're down to 6. All right, so it is Klaw's turn. 2 more threat going on the main. He's going to attack us. We're gonna block with, oh man, the guard minion. I think we just hope we don't get a guard minion. Let's have Hawkeye block it. So 2 boost cards. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3 damage. Takes out Hawkeye. So he's defeated. Then we get 1 encounter card for a total of 2. First one is Summon Manipulation. Hero form, take 2 damage. Klaw will heal 2. Dang. Okay, so he's gonna heal 2, and we'll take 2. So we're down to 6. This might get a little bit close here with the retaliates. Then we got a weapons runner. He's gonna surge, but he doesn't have guard, so we can't just ignore him. Under fire. So reveal top card in the counter deck, and it will surge. So top card is card. This card upgrades support control. Let's discard the Stark Tower. Now the under fire will surge itself into an advance. So Klaw with Scheme. I think we're fine. Scheme with a base of 3. It's a boost card here. Boost effect is exhaust each you control. Dang it. So Schemes for 3. This goes up to 5, and then we don't have to kill anymore because we need the allies to do some stuff. And that was another rough turn from Klaw. All right, back over to our turn. So we saved and made the call here. We're down to 6 life. Let's go ahead and use a double so we can play Maria Hill. When she enters play, we can draw a card. Jensen or Haymaker. Maria's gonna be right up. If I Haymaker, yeah, we don't have to kill here. Okay, well, let's go ahead and we're gonna Pepper Pots, generate the double here to play Haymaker. It's gonna do 3 damage. Let's just do it on Klaw. That brings from 17 down to 14. We'll take a retaliate, drop down to 5. Okay. Then let's go airborne. We'll exhaust the rocket boots. Let's use the make the call here. Mental resource. So now we have the aerial trait. Then we're going to use this to play a first aid. We're going to heal 2 damage from Iron Man. Go from 5 back up to 7. We'll Power Gauntlets. 2 damage takes out the Weapons Runner. And then, oh wait, what did I have? I didn't have a resource for this. That's fine. We'll Power Gauntlets on Klaw. Brings it from 14 down to 12. We'll take another Retaliate, drop down to 6. Then we're going to Thor for 2. Exhaust the Arc Reactor, ready back up. Thor for another 2. Maria will Thor for 2 for total 6. Clear off the main. Maria takes a consequential. Alright, that's going to end our turn. Alright, so we have the kill no matter what. But I expect us to draw into a Supersonic Punch here anyways for some overkill stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we didn't get it. Okay, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Klaw's turn. 2 to the main. He attacks. Block with Maria Hill. 2 boost cards. 1, 2, 3. Just 3. Plus 2 is going to be 5. Takes out Maria Hill. 1 encounter card. Sonic Boom. Spend 1 of each resource type or exhaust each character you control. We can spend here. So we're going to use a energy, a physical, and declare the water to be a mental. So we can do that for the Sonic Boom. And then it's back over to our turn here. Alright. So we're going to use Vision's ability here. Spend a energy resource. So now he gets plus 2. We're going to choose attack. So he's swinging for 4 on Klaw. That'll bring him from 12 down to 8. Vision will take a retaliate. He'll get defeated here. Alright. Then we are going to, let's Pepper Pot to generate a physical resource with Vision to play a Repulsor Blast. Here I should attack to you 1 damage to enemy. Discard top 5 cards of your deck. Oh man. Oh man. So just 1 more energy. So it's going to do total 3 damage. Brings it from 8 down to 5. We'll take a retaliate, drop down to 5. Then we can exhaust the Rocket Boot, spend a mental resource here. So we're airborne. Power Gauntlet will do 2. Brings it from 5 down to 3. We'll take a retaliate, drop down to 4. Another Power Gauntlet, 2 more damage, brings him from 3 down to 1. That retaliate is going to do another damage, brings it down to 3. And the Iron Man can just swing here for the kill. We also have War Machine for 2 more, and then we can ready up with the Arc Reactor. So yeah, I don't know how much. I probably should have just got rid of that. Probably not the best play to not do that. I think I just felt too safe when I shouldn't have. But yeah, we were able to get the kill on Klaw there. And then yeah, let's jump over here to Ultron now. Alright guys, so we got Ultron set up here. And it says to put the Ultron Jones environment in play. So we have this right here. Each face down drone minion has a scheme of 1, attack of 1, and hit point of 1. And we advance the main scheme to stage 1B here. And when reviewed, each player puts the top part of their deck into play, face down, engage with them as a drone minion. So we will be getting 1 face down drone minion right here. Hopefully not our Arc Reactor. Shuffle up. Right. And then we'll get the top card of our deck. Come into play as that drone minion with the 1 scheme, 1 attack, and 1 hit point. Alright. And then we're going to shuffle up the encounter deck. And that is it here for the setup for Ultron. So whenever Ultron attacks you, he does have a Force Interrupt, where you put the top card of your deck into play face down, engage with you as a drone minion before the activation goes through, because we are doing stage 2 for expert mode. And then he'll get +1 attack for each drone minion engaged with you. Alright, I think we are good here. And let's go ahead and do our mulligans now. We'll be right up here as Iron Man and drawing up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, I like Mockingbird here. Do I want to flip up, or do I want to just stay down? Because it's okay if we let this main scheme pop. We'll get another drone minion though. I think if I flip up with Mockingbird, it's not that bad. Mockingbird and Mark 5 armor. Let's just mulligan here. A double is always going to be good. We'll mulligan, discard 3 cards, and then draw 3 more. So 1, 2, 3. Let's use our Futurist. We're going to get started. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 to your hand, discard the other ones. Let's get the Genius, and we'll discard these 2. Easy choice there. Alright, so now we got these 6 cards. So if I play Mockingbird, I get down Rocket Boots and the armor. That would be pretty good to get a stun, I think. So yeah, let's do that. We'll flip up here to hero form. We're going to use 3 resources here to play Mockingbird. When she enters play stun enemy, let's go ahead and stun Ultron. Then we're going to swing for 1, take out this drone minion right here. Mockingbird will be readied up. We'll use a resource to play our rocket boots. 1 cost upgrade, get +1 hit point, go from 9 to 10. We're going to use a resource here to play our Mark 5 helmet. No threats removed, so we just leave that there. And then they'll be readied up here. And we'll just keep up Mockingbird, I think. No, she can just swing for 1 Ultron. That'll bring it from 22 down to 21. And that is going to end our turn. So doing way better there with the double resource. Let's right back up. Draw back up to your hands as a 1 + 2 for a 2-type upgrade, so 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, Pepper. I can play her if I futurist. Let's see. Ultron's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us, but he is stunned. The force interrupt is not triggered because he was stunned. Then we get dealt face on counter card. Oh man, under fire on turn 1. Reveal the top card. I forgot. Mockingbird should take constant damage. So one of you reveal the top card of the encounter deck, which is Invasive AI. Each player discards the top 3 cards of their deck. Oof, that's not good for Tony. 1, 2, the Arc Reactor. And it's going to have 3 per player threat there with a hazard. And then the under fire will now surge, into another card. Rage Ultron. Ultron attacks you. Discard top card deck for each damage dealt by attack. I'm going to keep... We're going to block with Mockingbird. Yeah, never mind, because we can remove the 3 threat from there. Okay, so he's going to attack us. Force Interrupt. When he attacks, we get a drone minion. He's hitting for 1, 2, 3. Gets a boost card. 4. He heals 1 damage for each drone minion engaged with you. So he's going to heal. Go back up to 22. And then he's doing 1, 2, 3, 4 damage on Mockingbird. 4 damage was dealt, so we discard the top 4 cards of our deck. Right, so that actually ended up being pretty rough there. Okay. We lost 2 doubles. We lost all the doubles, basically. Okay, and it's back over to our turn now. Alright, guys, what do we do here? Let's go ahead and... we just let the main scheme pop. We'll Thor for 2 from here. Gotta get rid of the hazard. And then we'll mark 5 helmet, takes the threat off the scheme, clears off this hazard icon. Then we're going to flip down Futurist, top 3 cards of our deck. We'll add 1 to our hand, discard the other 2. Then we'll use 3 resources here to get down Pepper Potts, our big resource generator with Tony. But there's no more doubles for her to grab, unfortunately. That'll end our turn. Let's ready back up. Draw back up to 6 in Alter Ego. And let's try to get some more stuff here. Star Tower, I think, is going to be pretty good. We can get, is it the Arc Reactor? Yeah, the Arc Reactor is the topmost tech upgrade, right? We're not allowed to change the cards in our discard pile like the ordering, but we can get the Arc Reactor back out, which would be pretty nice. Our Ultron's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to scheme with an Alter Ego with a base of 2. No force interrupt whenever he schemes. When he attacks, the boost here is going to be choose to spend a mental resource or put the top card of the deck into play, engage with the drone minion. Oh man, let's spend a mental here. We'll do the mansion. Yeah, let's do the mansion here. Okay, so we don't have to do that. That's a boost effect. He's scheming for 2. That will flip. We're getting pretty bad luck right now, but I think we should be okay because we're Iron Man. We review each player puts the top card of their deck into play, engage with them as a drone minion, advance to stage 2B. 0 threat on here. Then each drone minion will scheme for 1 each, goes up to 2. We get a face down counter card. And advance, Ultron's going to scheme here with a base of 2. Boost is 1, so he's scheming for 3. And he goes up to 5. Alright, and then back over to our turn. Okay, well, we have Hawkeye, so that's going to do wonders. Dang, yeah, we're just going to use 2 resources here. Play Stark Tower. Wait, let's Futurist first. Top 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Add 1 to your hand, we get the Power Gauntlets. And then we discard the other 2. I think we just go for the Gauntlets here in action instead of the Stark Tower. Because we gotta play Hawkeye. The Gauntlets would do a damage right away. We're about to cycle through our deck anyways. I'd rather just get the hand size up a little bit. That's unfortunate, but I think it's fine. We could hold on to a card with Pepper. But I don't want to hold on to anything, I think. Yeah, we'll use 2 resources here. We'll play the Power Gauntlets. We'll use 3 resources here, including the Power of Leadership, so we can play Hawkeye because it's a double for leadership cards. So Hawkeye, always MVP against Ultron here. We're at the bottom of our deck, but we got Hawkeye out though, so I'm feeling a lot better. Let's flip up to Hero Form. We're going to Power Gauntlets. 1 damage, takes out a drone. We'll do Hawkeye. We'll exhaust swing for 1, takes out another drone. He'll take a damage. Then we're going to Thor for 2. No, Helm will take 1 more off, so it drops it down by 3, going down to 2 threat. Alright, and that will end our turn. Let's ready back up. And our hand size is now 1, 2, 3, 4. So we still deck out. Get a face on counter card. Ooh, I can play his other power gauntlets. I think we'll be doing a lot better here. We're still at 10 life though, so that's a good thing. And we just want to always keep recurring Hawkeye here for this matchup. And we should be fine if we can just do that. To make the call, staying at the bottom of the deck. Oof. Do I just block with Hawkeye in that case? But we might get more drones and counter step though. Okay, Ultron's turn. He's gonna add. What's he gonna do? He's gonna add 1 to the main. Then force response after placing threat here. We can choose either place 2 more threat or put the top card deck engage with you as a drone minion. Let's do the drone minion. And when a minion enters play, Hawkeye can remove a counter. Use 2 damage, or immediately defeat the drone, which was a double. Dang it. Okay. Then Ultron's gonna attack us. His force interrupt gets another drone minion. Hawkeye's gonna remove another counter. Drops down 2 counters. And then he will do another 2 damage, takes out another drone here. Okay. Then we're going to take the attack to the face. He's hitting with the base of 2. Boost card is 0. That'll bring us from 10 down to 8. No additional attack because there's no drone minions in play. Then we get dealt 1 face on a counter card for a total of 2. First one is business problems. You may flip to Alter Ego. Let's do that. And then we can exhaust ourselves to remove this card from the game. So that's gone. Then last encounter card is Advanced Ultron Drone. Hawkeye will remove a counter. It's going to do 2 damage and snipe this drone minion as well. So 2 damage on him. When he has guard, so he can't attack Ultron. When he's defeated, we put the top card on our deck and play engage with us as a drone minion. Alright, back over to our turn here. So nothing for us to make the call. Pretty terrible hand here, but let's futurist. Top 3 cards. And then let's add Mockingbird to hand. Actually, I could always make the call here. So maybe we get something else. I'm just going to play her anyways. Let's just get that information to our hand. And we'll discard these 2 cards. Okay. Then I immediately Hawkeye right after we get him back, right? Let's flip up to hero form here. We need to hope the Arc Rack doesn't become a drone minion. So if I make the call, I can do Pepper Potts. Oh, I don't get Mockingbird actually. I need to save for Hawkeye, right? Because if I do that, yeah, I think I just play the Power Gauntlets here. We'll use 2 resources here, so we can play our Power Gauntlets. We'll be ready up. I think we just do it. That's fine. Let's exhaust Rocket Boots. Spend a mental resource. Wait, we don't have to. We don't have to do that. Hawkeye will just snipe it. No, he needs to snipe during the other phase, though. Dang. Okay, let's do. Yeah, we'll do the Rocket Boots. Spend a mental. Declare the wild, or actually exhaust Pepper Potts. There was a mental resource here with the make the call. So now we're airborne. So this would do 2 damage. Defeat the Advanced Ultron drone. When defeated, we get a drone minion here. We're not going to have Hawkeye trigger it. We're going to Power Gauntlets to do 2 more damage to defeat it. Supersonic Punch, which is fine. We'll exhaust this to take 1 third off the main. And then Hawkeye is going to Thor for 1 for the main. We'll take 1 more consequent damage. And that'll end our turn. Let's ready back up. Alright, we're going to hold on to this. Our hand size is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now. So we're a regular hero now, as Tony, so that's pretty good. Alright. So now we're going to add a threat here. We choose to add 2 more threat, or let's do 2 more threat this time. I don't want a drone minion. Okay, Ultron attacks us. He gets a drone with his ability. Hawkeye's going to snipe it out. That's the last one. Or last counter, I mean. So Ultron's hitting with a base of 2. We're going to have Hawkeye defend. This would be his boost. 2, so 4 damage takes out Hawkeye. Right, so hopefully we don't get a drone with this encounter card, which is Vibarium Armor attached to villain. After he takes damage, give him a tough stats card. Exhaust here and spend 2 physical to his card. Okay, so it's back over to our turn. All right. So what do we do here? If I make the call, I want to use Pepper Potts though, right? If I pepper here, then I could, yeah, there's no, we could just get rid of that right now with this. Then we could, is there any way I play War Machine and Hawkeye? Can we do that? 1, 2, 3, 4 for War Machine. Pepper generates a double for Hawkeye. Yeah, that's not enough. Unless I try to flip down here. Do I want to flip down here? I think I kind of do. No, no. Let's wait until we get like the arc reactor, and maybe we can like maybe we'll have to start tower it because we'll lose the arc reactor. So in this case, we need to make the call for Hawkeye, and then we could do this, and then we just get rid of the thing. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we'll play make the call here. Pay the printed cost. Oh man, it's not much for us, but because now we're not going to use pepper pots if I do that. So if I do these 3 for Hawkeye, then it has something for us to do. It's fine. 3 resources here. We'll play make the call. Pay printed cost of my ally and discard pile. We have to get Hawkeye. Our MVP gets Ultron. Comes back into play. So he'll be readied up. And then comes in with those 4 counters again. All right, let's use the hero action here. Actually, let's use a rocket boots. Exhaust this. Pepper pots to generate a mental resource at the top card of our discard pile. So now we're airborne. Then we use the hero action. Exhaust your hero. Spend 2 physicals. Declare both wilds to be physicals. So we can discard the vibranium armor. So no tusk for Ultrons after he takes damage. Then we can exhaust this. It will take 1 threat off of here. Hawkeye will throw for another 1. Drops down 2. He'll take a consequential damage. We're going to double gauntlets here. It's going to do 4 damage on Ultron. Brings from 22 down to 18. And that will end our turn. Yeah, it's right back up. So we just have to take this hit to the face here. And we're going to draw back up. Your hand says a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just trying to get our arc reactor. Okay, Ultron's turn. He adds 1 to the main. We're going to choose to get a drone minion. Hawkeye will snipe it. Oof, that kind of hurt. Then Ultron's going to attack us. Hawkeye's, he gets a minion with his force disrupt. Hawkeye will take a counter off. Goes down to 2 to snipe it. And then Ultron's is hitting us with a base of 2. We'll take it. The boost here is going to be 0. So 2 damage to Iron Man, brings from 8 down to 6. Then we get that 1 face down counter card. Injury efficiency, we can put the top card of our deck and play engage with as a drone minion, and a Hawkeye remove a counter to snipe it. 2 more damage. Alright. What we got going on here? Oof, no make the card or anything. Hawkeye is kind of used up. Do I flip down here? I really want to get. Do we have any hero actions? Not really. Right, I'm not going to do my attacking stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and remove a threat with our helmet. We'll do 2 damage to Ultron. Brings down to 16. We're going to take a chance at a flip here. Let's flip down to Alter Ego. Futurist, top 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Dang it, we didn't get anything. We add 1 turn. Let's get that first aid. Discard these 2. Okay, so we flip down there. Did not get the best value out of that. We could have a double there and a first aid. Just hold on to first aid. There's no point in trying to keep the double on top. So we'll use 4 resources here to play Vision. Both Vision and Hawkeye will both thwart. Clears us off. They'll both take a consequential damage. We're going to exhaust heal by 3. Brings from 6 back up to 9. Then we can Pepper Pot. Generates a double here. So we can play a first aid. Let's heal 2 damage from... I don't want to heal from Hawkeye because I want him to die. We'll heal from Tony. Brings back up to 10. That wasn't that good. Yeah, that wasn't good. Let's ready back up. Yeah, I was hoping that I was risking too much on a futurist. Let's discard this first aid and draw back up to 6 here. Let's get our arc reactor, guys. There we go. Okay, we have it in hand, so we should be good now. I don't think Ultron has anything to ram this card from our hand. He's gonna add 1 to the main. Then he gets a drone minion. Yeah, we'll pick the 1 for a drone minion. Hawkeye will move the last counter to snipe it out. Okay, Ultron's gonna scheme with a base of 2. Boost card is gonna be 3 eggs, so he schemed for 5. Man goes up to 6 now. Okay, that's actually kind of scary. Hope he doesn't scheme with the encounter card. Master plan, that's fine. Place 4 on each side scheme. If there are no side schemes, we mill until we get a side scheme and reveal it. Which will probably be Ultron's imperative, which is not the best, I think, for us. Oh, nice. Drone factory is not that bad. Each player puts the top card of their deck face down, engagement with the drone minion, place one threat here for each drone minion in play. So no more counters for Hawkeye to snipe. So it'll have 4 plus the 1, so 5 threat. Alright, back over to our turn. Alright, my futures here, I'm gonna deck out. We want to get Hawkeye back into play first. So first and foremost, Hawkeye will swing for 1, take out this drone. Let's see what it was. It was a helicarrier. Hawkeye will take constant damage. He'll get defeated. Okay. Then I think I just made the call Hawkeye, play the arc reactor, call it a day, and we don't even futurist here. No, wait, I want to go airborne. Dang, yeah. So we got futurist and deck out. Okay, let's futurist. Actually, wait, we gotta make the call first. So let's do save a mental in our hand. We're going to play. Let's use these 3 resources here. Make the call. 3 resources here so we can get Hawkeye back into play from a discard pile. And then he will have his 4 arrow counters refilled up. Okay, so Hawkeye really putting in a lot of work here. Then we're going to futurist, so top 3 cards of our deck. Once your hand discard the other ones, let's discard Nick and get the Stark Tower to our hand. All right, look at the top 3 cards. Yeah, okay. So we get dealt face on counter card for decking out. And we shuffle our discard pile right here back into our deck with Nick Fury back in. I believe that's how that works because it gets immediately discarded from the top of our deck here. So we're just going to shuffle up. And then, okay, so we have Hawkeye back. We want to just kind of burst Ultron down, actually. We're at full life of 10 with the rocket boots, so nothing to heal. Oh, I used the wrong resources, actually. Hold on to the Triscan, but we drew into a Mento there. So that worked out. Okay, so now we're going to use 2 resources here to play the arc reactor. That'll be ready up. We're going to flip up to hero form. We're going to gain aerial with the rocket boots, spend a mental pepper pot, sharing with the top card of our discard pile, which is a mental resource. So now we're airborne. Okay, so we're airborne. This will take 1 threat off each game. This drops down to 5, and then this one drops down to 4. I'm worried about an advance, so I don't think I even... Actually, I think we're okay to double thwart that. And then Hawkeye and Vision will thwart. Yeah, so Hawkeye and Vision will both thwart for a total of 2. Drop this from 5 down to 3. And then Iron Man's going to thwart for 2. We're going to arc reactor right back up, thwart for another 2 to clear off the 4th from here. So this is down 3, and this one's defeated. All right, and then our allies will take constant damage. Sorry about the aura ring there, guys. Okay, so we're exhausted because we thwart twice. This will do 4 damage because we're aerial with the rocket boots. We go bring Ultra from 16 down to 12. All right, that will end our turn. Let's right back up. We have 3 make the calls back in our deck for Hawkeye. So I'm feeling pretty good. All right, let's draw back up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now. So now we have a decent hand size again. A lot of damage. Probably want to just push Ultron here, I think. He's going to add 1 to the main. It goes up to 4. We will get a drone minion with the 4 spawns there. Hawkeye will snipe it out. Then Ultron's going to attack us. His force interrupt gets another drone minion. Hawkeye will move another counter just to snipe it out. So down to 2 counters. And we kill this drone minion here. Alright, so you're saying with a base of 2, we are going to... I kind of want to take it to the face. Let's take the hit to the face. This would be the boost. 1, so 3 damage on Iron Man. Brings us from 10 down 7. We have first aids anyways. Alright, now we're getting a counter card for a total of 2. First one is in advance. Okay, so we will scheme here with a base of 2. Boost card is 0. So the man goes up to 6. And no chance of popping there anyways. Because we got it down to 4. And then he doesn't do anything else when he schemes. Last encounter card is card. This card upgrade or support you control. Oh man. Oh man. We lose the Mark 5 armor like last game because we already lost this rocket boots here. Unfortunately. And no more Stark Tower. So we're not getting it back. Possibly for the rest of the game. Okay, it's back over to our turn. Okay. I want to pepper pots here. I don't have any Mentos except for the double, unfortunately. If I play a helicarrier, I think we just get the helicarrier out actually. Let's use 3 resources here so we can play helicarrier. The helicarrier can reduce the cost, and it's card that we play by 1. Let's use pepper pots. Rocket Boots, we need a mental resource. It's going to be the energy here with Pepper Potts, so now we're airborne again. Then we'll Helicarrier to reduce the cost and scale play by 1. Super Sonic Punch is 1 resource. This would be, or 1 cost. This would be a resource here to play it. Do 4 damage to enemy, but 8 we have the air share, which you do have. So 8 to Ultron brings us from 12 down to 4. Okay, and then I don't think I flip him here, right? Am I ready? I'm not ready. We're gonna Thor for 2, drops this from 6 down to 4. We'll arc reactor to ready back up. Thor for another 2, brings it down to 2. Then we're going to Power Gauntlets. We'll do 2 to Ultron, brings it down to 2 life. We need to make the call for Hawkeye before we do anything else. So let's do, Hawkeye is going to Thor for 1, I think. Yeah, he'll take constant damage, and that will end our turn. Let's ready back up here. And we haven't seen Ultron's Imperative, I believe, so I think we may get it up here. But our hands is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now. So hold on to double, draw back up to 5. Oh, we got the make the call, so I think we're okay. Ultron's gonna add 1 to the main. He's gonna add a thing with the main scheme's force response because we're not gonna put extra threat. Hawkeye will move counter to snipe it. Then he's gonna attack us. We get another drone in. Hawkeye's gonna take his last counter to snipe this one out as well. So we're accelerating pretty quickly here. Then Ultron's going to do his attack, right? We did the force interrupt already. We're going to block this time with Vision. This will be his boost card. 2 plus 2, so 4 damage defeats Vision. Alright. Then, I should just block with Hawkeye. That's fine. And counter card is going to be, Ultron's Imperative, perfect. So first player puts the top 2 cards of the deck into play face down, engage with them as Drone Minion. So I love getting that on the flip. Because whenever we flip Ultron over, he's going to search for that, but it's already in play now. Alright, and then it's going to have 2 threat and a hazard. Okay, so let's see what we do here. We're going to have Hawkeye. Oh wait, we don't even need Hawkeye anymore. Dang it. Because we won't get more drones with Imperative, with Ultron's Imperative, I mean. Do I get another ally? There is no other ally, so we just get Hawkeye. If we get Hawkeye, though, we have to take a hit to the face. Because he's not a chump blocker for us. I could just heal and just take the hit to the face. Yeah, we'll just do that. Alright, let's have Hawkeye swing for 1, take out a drone. He'll take constant damage and get defeated here. I should have blocked with Hawkeye and keep Vision in play. That would have been way better. I don't know what I'm thinking. Would play Make the Call. Pay per cost of an ally and discard out. This would be 3 resources for a leadership card, so we can play Hawkeye with all of that. And back into play. 4 arrow counters. Back up and ready up again. And he'll be ready up. Alright. Then we are going to, we need to go airborne. So we're going to exhaust the rocket boots. Pepper Potts will generate the mental resource here. So now we have the aerial trait. We're going to swing for 2 with the power gaunts on Ultron. That'll bring from 2 down to 0. And that'll also flip him over to his 3rd and final stage here, where he has 27 life. And then his 1 reviewed. Well, first he says each drone min now gets +1 attack and +1 hit point. So these guys have 2 attack and 2 hit points now, but still only 1 scheme. And Ultron now on stage 3 cannot take damage if a drone min is in play. So since it is in play, he can't take damage currently. When review, search and encounter this discard for Ultron's Imperative right here and reveal it. It's already in play, so we don't do anything else. So now we just go ahead and throw it out for 2. And we can exhaust this power gauntlet here. Does 2 damage. We'll take out this drone min right here. And then we can exhaust a Helicarrier to reduce the cost and scale play by 1 to first 8. Heal 2 damage from Tony. Bring this from 7 back up to 9 because we're going to have to take this next hit to the face. Then we'll arc react to ready back up. Thor for 2, clear off the main. Hawkeye will swing for 1 and Ultron, brings us from 27 down to 26. Hawkeye takes a consequential damage. And that's going to end our turn. Let's right back up. Hold on to double. Draw back up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not a lot of tech stuff for Tony right now. Alright, it is Ultron's turn. 1 threat to the main. We're going to pick the one to get a drone minion. Hawkeye will immediately snipe it out, removing a counter. Then he's going to attack us. He no longer gets another drone minion whenever he attacks. Now with the force interrupt, he just attacks normally. Hitting with the base of 4, we'll just take it to the face. Boost is 1, so 5 damage, brings us from 9 down to 4. Then we get dealt 1 face down counter card, which is repair sequence. Ultron heals 2 damage for each drone min engaged with you. If no damage was healed, no drone min, so it's going to surge. Dang it. Surge into program transmitter. After Ultron schemes, place 1 threat on each side scheme. And he has +1 scheme here. We can exhaust here and spend 2 minutes to get rid of it. I think we're just gonna go for the kill here and ignore that. All right, let's see here. Do we have a supersonic punch in our deck? One. We still have one more left in the deck, actually. So what do I want to do? I just want to play Nick. I just want to go airborne. I think Nick just does hard damage for us. Actually, our life is kind of low, but Nick can block the hit. So I think we just go for it here. Let's helicarrier. Wait. Can we do... I think I tossed and made the call. We don't need it anymore. We just go for a full out stuff. Okay, let's rocket boots here. Pepper will generate a mental resource. So now we're airborne. Then we're going to use helicarrier to reduce the cost of next card that we play by 1. So play first aid, heal 2 damage from Tony. Brings from 4 back up to 6. Then we'll do 4 damage with the gauntlets on Ultron. Brings from 26 down to 22. Then we're going to do 4 resources here to play Nick Fury. When I just play choose one, we'll pick the one and do 4 damage to enemy. That'll bring Ultron from 22 down to 18. And Nick Fury will also exhaust. And we'll swing for another 2 on Ultron. Brings from 18 down to 16. He would take a consequential damage. Then Tony will swing for 1. Our character ready back up, and we'll swing for another 1. So 2 damage on Ultron, brings from 16 down to 14. And we're not going to activate Hawkeye because I'm worried about the concussive blast. I don't know. I don't want to look through the discard pile. I'm too lazy. So let's get a turn. Let's just ready back up. And we'll draw back up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. Hopefully getting into our big supersonic punch there. We got it. Okay, so I don't believe in the repulsor blast, but supersonic punch and haymaker will do 11. So we have to kill next turn actually, if we can survive this. Ultron's gonna add 1 to the main. We are a little bit thinned here. I think we actually picked the 1 to add more threat here. So we add 2 more threat instead of getting drone main. So this goes up to 4 threat now. Ultron's gonna attack us. He does not get a drone. We're going to block with Nick Fury. He gets dealt a face down boost card, and he decks out. So premise that we're talking to the main scheme. And we'll shuffle this card pile back into the deck here. So Nick is blocking this hit, and then the boost card is gonna be... Ooh, yeah, the concussive blast here. So I'm glad we have Hawkeye still in play. Do 1 damage to each character you control. So Hawkeye will take a damage, but he lives. Nick will take a damage here, and he can still chump block. He still has 1 life left, and Iron Man will take a damage as well. So that will drop us down to 5 life here. So even if we get drone mains, Hawkeye can knock them out. Whoops. Hawkeye can knock them out right now. So we can do damage to Ultron and hopefully finish him off right here. So I'll shuffle it up. 1 damage to Tony with the concussive blast as a boost effect. 1 damage to each character control. Yeah. All right. And then Nick took the hit of just 4 damage, defeats him. All right. Then we get dealt 1 face down counter card. Is an assault. The villain attacks you. Oof. Yeah, we're gonna block with Hawkeye. The same with a base of 4. Boost card is just 1, so 5 damage takes out Hawkeye. No more counters on him, but no more drone minions, because on stage 3 we don't get another drone minion with anything there. Alright, back over to our turn here. And helicarrier should be right up. Do we have to kill, guys? We need to go airborne, so let's exhaust the rocket boots, spend a mental resource here, so now we are airborne. If we supersonic punch, that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, okay, we got it. Okay, so we'll do 2 resources right here, right? We'll do 2 resources right here, so we can play a supersonic punch. Your action attack, do 4 damage to enemy. We have the air trade, does 8. We do have the air trade with the rocket boots, so 8 damage brings Ultron from 14 down to 6, right? Yeah, okay. And then we can double power gauntlets. It's going to do 4 damage total. That'll bring from 6 all the way down to 2. We're going to swing for 1 with Tony, brings from 2 down to 1. Then we can exhaust the arc reactor to ready Iron Man back up, and swing for 1 more, bringing Ultron from 1 down 0. All right, guys, there we go. That was Tony Stark Iron Man here against all the core set villains on expert mode. I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough. And yeah, I think Tony can definitely do it. Oh, we could actually play Haymaker because we have Helicarrier and Pepper Pots. But yeah, that didn't matter. But yeah, I think we actually had pretty bad luck there at a lot of parts during the Klaw game. But we're still able to manage there. So I think even with bad luck, I think Iron Man can take down these 3 scenarios quite reliably with only core set cards, right? So he's gotten so much better with newer cards. But even with just the core set cards, I think that he's pretty viable in true solo Yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.